Yo, Nemi Gang, so we have some new information on AK. So the Japanese Tekken Twitter page posted some new information concerning his new jaguar stance, his bad jaguar stance. So we're going to talk about that a bit. I also want to cover my fear concerning this new Armor King stance, as well as why we might not get a Tekken talk concerning a Tekken talk on Armor King. So the bad jaguar stance. Now we saw this in the trailer. The bad jaguar, aka the BJ stance, aka the Gak 3000. If you know, you know. And it looked concerning. Okay, that is my concern. But before I get into that, so what was posted on the Twitter page was the fact that AK's BJ stance, the bad jaguar, that's so horrible to say, bro. It's so bad. The bad jaguar stance. Oh my days. So bad jaguar stance has an inbuilt parry. So as you can see here, it has an inbuilt parry, I think at the beginning of the stance transition. So it's like a first frame or something. So he has the green mist as a counter after he gets this parry successfully. So if you guys remember correctly, this used to be his rage drive back in Tekken 7. So basically in Tekken 7, Armor King had the green mist spit as a high rage drive. So every time he landed this with his rage drive, he got a guaranteed throw. So you get a guaranteed giant swing, a guaranteed shining wizard, or a guaranteed tombstone, or whichever throw you wanted as long as you are close enough. So they've brought this back in some way, except this time around it's locked behind a parry, or at least from what we know so far, from what we know from this clip, it's locked behind his bad jaguar parry. Now I think we saw this in the trailer as well. I'm not sure if he did this from stance also. He might have it as just a regular parry like back 2+4 or back 1+3. But from what we see here, it seems it's locked behind his BJ stance, the bad jaguar, which is does not seem that great, right? We do have characters in the game that have built-in parries from stance as well. Characters like Reina in Heaven's Wrath can parry mids and highs automatically when she is in Heaven's Wrath. We have characters like Law who can parry mids and highs as well. The nunchuck parry whilst in hit. Steve also can parry into command grab. Heihachi can parry as well. So whilst all these are good, they are not like insane tools or not like very practical, but they are effective against someone that isn't really knowledgeable about the character or does not know their way around dealing with these particular parries. For Steve, I can speak for Steve because I do main Steve is one of my mains. Most people go low when Steve is in Lionheart stance, like dancing around Lionheart, because they know he does have that inbuilt parry. But outside of that, there isn't that much practicality outside of this parry. I don't think it will be as good as most people think. But all in all, it's pretty cool. It's good that they've brought back AK's old rage drive in some form. Granted, it's not as strong as it was in Tekken 7, but hey, a parry into tombstone or parry into giant swing, that's a lot of damage, bro. That's a lot of fucking damage, especially with your back against the wall, because yeah, giant swing does do a shitload of damage, like what, 70 and scale with the wall. So this might be strong in certain situations, and you might not see it defensively all that much, because if you do go into BJ, dude, I can't keep saying that. If you do go into bad jaguar stance, mostly it's offensively, like what we've seen from the trailer as well. Forward, neutral 2 into bad jaguar stance. So he does have a mix from this. We can see him going to tombstone for a mid as well, right? So you're basically going for a mix when you land this forward N2 into bad jaguar. So why would you like wait and go for a parry? Like, unless you just throw it manually in the open or you have a hard read and get the parry off. But from what we've seen so far, I don't think it will be that practical. But again, we don't know the full picture. This is just a snippet, and from what we've seen from this alone, I don't think it will be that practical. So let's also talk about my concerns. So this stance, bro, them actually highlighting this stance makes me think it might be a huge part of his gameplay or a huge part of his kit. And honestly, whilst it's cool, it's too much of the same thing. This is something we've complained about, how almost every fucking character has like poking or a move into stance into guess for your life. So it seems AK also has this shit as well. And them actually highlighting this makes me kind of worried, because I don't want AK to have this stance gameplay, bro. I don't want the king the Jaguar dash stance gameplay. I don't want that. Armor King had a very niche stance back in Tekken 7. You didn't really have to use it all that much, but it was there. It didn't define his gameplay, it didn't define his archetype. So I hope it will stay the same in Tekken 8 with this new bad Jaguar stance, because it's just too much of the same thing. Jesus Christ, bro. English is not my first language, boys. I am so sorry. Homogenizing characters to do the same shit, bro, is not fun. So all this poke into stance mix up is just not fun. And I hope this is not the core gameplay of King's archetype or Armor King's archetype. This is what I'm worried about. I don't want more stance characters. Like, for fuck's sakes, all my mains have stances, bro. So AK, I hope it will be like a niche thing, right? But all in all, it looks sick. He looks sick as well. I still think the Tekken 7 outfit clears, bro. T7 outfit all day, every day. But hey, he still looks drippy AF. I like the main. I wish I could take that main and put it on the T7 outfit, man. Limited fucking customization, bro. Tekken 8, man. Tekken 8. And lastly, I also want to talk about us not getting a Tekken talk for Armor King. So we usually get a Tekken talk like what, 2 weeks? Even 1 month before the character actually drops, if I'm not mistaken. So word in the streets is that it's not looking like we're getting a Tekken talk, with the whole snippets thing as well. As you can see, us showing them Armor King's stance and everything might suggest we might not get a Tekken talk. Now, people feel a certain way about this. People are saying AK is like the most hype character you guys have, so why are you not having a Tekken talk for this character? Our boy is justice, he's cool as shit, he needs his own spotlight. Now, whilst I do agree, boys, let's be honest, the Tekken talks have been shit on a shovel, bro. They've been actual ass cheeks. Waking up at 4 a.m. to watch that shit, I have lost so many hours of my life, and I'm not taking them back, bro. For me, this is a massive W, right? They need to find a way to showcase the character way better. Just do dedicated video of a sneak peek at Armor King, bro. As simple as that. Look at 2XKO and how they break down a character's move list. Very, short 15-minute videos and break down the core mechanics of that particular character. So why can't they do that? Right? Why can't they just do something basic? Why does it have to be a 4-hour Tekken talk with like what, 2 hours of it being merch being shoved in our face? Or advertisements, Tekken shop advertisements. I don't want that. So for me, I love this, bro. Fuck the Tekken talks. They need to find another way to showcase his character a bit more. But I do agree, Armor King is hype as shit, and he does deserve his spotlight and show some stuff for the new character. Otherwise, the Tekken talk is not it. I'm sorry, boys, but I am not on that train. Fuck the Tekken talk. We need something way better. So we are what? Just over 1 week until Armor King drops, October 14th, I believe, 16th or 14th, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm kind of hype. This is the first time I actually cover a new character at launch. I bought season 2 just what, last week? So this is the first time I'm giving Bandai Namco my money, bro. This is the first time, apart from buying the game, of course. But I think season pass 2, the character pass, is good value because we get a new character and we get AK, and I like FAQ, and I do like Anna's new design, her new rework as well. Despite the hate for this character, I actually prefer this version of Anna to any single other version of Anna in previous Tekken games. So S pass 2, it was alright, kind of worth it, but mostly for my boy AK. But I hope I don't eat my words when the character is a stance-heavy, basic, generic 50-50 character, which would just suck ass. I just hope he has his grabs from Tekken 7. He does have his wave dash, the pseudo Mishima archetype with the dark upper. I still hope he keeps that core identity that differentiates him from King. Because with his stance stuff, he might just end up being another watered down version of King. I do hope at least he comes stronger than King, because yeah, King has been cooking Armor King in so many different Tekken games, so I think AK deserves this justice. So yeah, boys, 1 week until AK. We will drop check out his move list, combo guide, maybe even a full guide, honestly, because AK will be one of my mains. I'll drop a tips video. I'll go crazy on ARMOUR King content, but as of now, it's just a waiting game. I'm currently watching a lot of 2xKO because I'm on console, so I can't play this game. We will make a video talking about 2xKO in Marvel Tekken as well. I did play the beta for Marvel Tekken, so I'll make a short summarized, update guide and talk about how I'll cover that content, outside of just Tekken. So anyway, boys, I thought I would give you guys a small update on AK. My fears of the character, please, Lord. Please don't make him a stance 50-50. Please, Namco. Don't ruin AK. Don't fuck this up, boy. Please. Okay, please. So bye for the character. Let me know how y'all feel. Any AK mains in the chat. Talk to your boy. How do you feel about his new BJ Gak 3K stance, boys? Do you like the bad Jaguar stance? Let's talk about some AK. Thank you so much as usual for making it this far. If you have, don't forget to that like button, subscribe if you're new, boys. Help me get to 10k subs by the end of the year. A fast stretch, but with your help, we might just get there. Thank you so much, boys, and as usual, may the frame data be ever in your favor. GG.